2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16, and the hour is getting late. We'll all be a doubling, a doubling, a doubling. We'll all be a doubling in 42 years. We'll all be a doubling, a doubling, a doubling. We'll all be a doubling in 42 years. Twice 16 is 32. Next comes 64. Next comes 128. Do we need to hear more? We'll all be a doubling, a doubling, a doubling. We'll all be a doubling in 42 years. We'll all be a doubling, a doubling, a doubling. We'll all be a doubling in 42 years. Next comes 256. Next 512. Next 1,024. Figure it out yourself. We'll all be a doubling, a doubling, a doubling. We'll all be a doubling in 42 years. We'll all be a doubling, a doubling, a doubling. We'll all be a doubling in 42 years. Keep doubling 10 more generations. You can have children more than 1 million. Keep on doubling another 20. Your children are over 1 trillion. We'll all be a doubling, a doubling, a doubling. We'll all be a doubling in 42 years. We'll all be a doubling, a doubling, a doubling. We'll all be a doubling in 42 years.
Who is the elder brother of the grass family? No, not Gunther grass. It's bamboo. This giant grass is something to everyone and everything to someone. In search of that someone, this is a trip to Manipur, which is situated on the eastern frontier of India, to experience the hilly environment where the life of that someone unfolds. And in the process, a little camouflaging. Manipur is geographically divided into 2 parts, the hills and the valleys. The chilly monsoon gave us a warm welcome with its banal oddities. But in a journey to record the bamboo story, why this camouflaging? The probable answer is, our mission sounds unconvincingly simple in the backdrop of this land of political turbulence over the years. Here we get to hear about those who have become the stories in the pursuit of recording stories. There are episodes of light and flight in the tale of bamboo. Thomas Edison tried more than 6,000 materials for the filament of the electric bulb and found that the best were charred bamboo fibers. The Demoiselle, an early French plane, had a bamboo airframe. Today, bamboo is of some use to us. But to a tribal, bamboo means everything. From catching the fish to keeping the fish, an all-encompassing bamboo culture. Literally, he is born into it. The umbilical cord is cut with a bamboo knife. He is rocked to sleep in a bamboo cradle. As a man, he farms with bamboo tools. He makes music out of it, eats it himself. Ultimately, he is carried to his grave on a bed of bamboo.
My childhood, I have a really good memory, and I really had a very good experience with the bamboos, because my father is a very good farmer. He used to plant a lot of varieties of trees, fruits, and a lot of bamboos too. We used to play some games. Of course, though we use the bamboo stick more often than any other sticks, because it's very simple to make it. So we just make the small pieces of bamboo into small pieces, short pieces and all like that. And we used to make that, with your hand, putting on your, at the back of your hand, and then catch it. And it depends on the numbering, the counting the numbers also. If it is an odd number, then you get a point. If it is even number, then you are out, and then the round goes on like that. So the one who gets the most stick, you are the winner. That is also one of the common games we used to play. And sometimes it used to be, we call it just that also again, how do you call it? We have a game that we use 2 bamboo sticks, and that is more or less like a dance. But it is not like the bamboo dance of Mizos. It is a different thing. We just use those 2 small sticks, and which sometimes you lift up your leg, one side of the leg, and then clap under, and this side, and then this side, and this side. We have a step like that. So that kind of games also we used to play, and it is more of a dance than a game. Of course, it is also a game.
There are some 1,000 species of bamboo all over the world. In India, we have the world's largest reserves of bamboo, around 25 million acres. This is 1/5 of our forest reserves. 66% of all the paper used in India come from this giant grass. It is the poor man's timber. The new bamboo shoots make a delicious dish for him. Bamboo has a peculiarity. Most of it flowers only at long intervals, 30 to 60, or even 120 years apart. At about the same time, all plants of the same species, wherever they are in the world, will burst into flower. For communities that depend on bamboo, flowering is a disaster.
When there's bamboo flowering, as her experience, she has experienced also, the rates multiplies like anything, and it will come and attack the crops. So it destroys and everything it eats away. And as such, she has experienced that due to the starvation. Many of them also died because of the rats had come and eaten away all the crops.
Flowering of bamboo is considered a bad omen by the tribals. A bamboo blooms to death. Look at this image of the mass death of flowered bamboo at the Barak river bank in Manipur. When it flowers, the drooping branches look like heads of wheat. Then the culms die. But the groves survive because the fallen seeds take root. For a bamboo seedling to reach full growth and maturity, it takes 5 to 10 years. Meanwhile, the tribals face economic disaster. The seed in this fruit, like small pear, is the seed of fear in the minds of tribals. These pulp fruits are eaten by rats, and their numbers multiply prodigiously. So, the rat population explodes, destroys the standing crops, triggers a famine, causes outbreaks of plague. This is history. But what's the mystery behind this? Mr. C. Rokhuma, who has researched on this phenomenon, says that the fertility of rats shoot up when they eat bamboo flowers. Even the number of nipples increase as the number of children in a litter. When these seeds were fed to fish, they grew bigger, and when tried on the cow, the milk became thicker. But according to Mr. Rokhuma, it makes no difference in human beings. Unlike in Manipur, bamboo flowered in a sporadic manner in Mizoram in 1999. And whoever killed the rats and presented tail pieces to government agencies got 1 rupee each for a tail piece.
1954
Bamboo flowering occurs after a gap of 50 years. So this year also it has happened, and the rats will multiply like anything, and it will come and attack the field and the crops in a wild way. 10 to 20 acres also can be finished within a night. After destroying all these things, consuming all these crops in the fields or wherever they found, then they will come down again to the nearby river. There they will transform it into a fish.
The tribals believe that the fish in the Barrack River turn into rats when the bamboo flowers. And those rats who have done any harm to human beings cannot go back as fish again. They die as rats. The soil of Manipur is as fertile as this tale told by Mr. Taylor. The ancient and medieval Manipuris worshipped the fire, the sun, the wind, the god of rain and thunder, and the god of water. Their worship was uniconic. Later, they also worshipped the forest. The political angle of this story of bamboo flowering lies in Mizoram. The Mortem, as they call it, occurred in 1959, and the next is expected by the year 2007. The Mizo National Front, which was originally formed for anti-famine activities, later turned into the most dreaded insurgent outfit in Mizoram.
When Mao Tam, came again in 2007, it will be the same thing, repeat itself with the bamboo flowering and the rats population increasing and crops failure, and the people will be faced by hardships, economic hardships, and then frustration will take place. And when frustrated people can do, it can cross to the boundary of desperation. And the region itself is very sensitive to militancy and insurgency and all that. So the people and the government itself has to draw certain conclusions, certain reservation about what may take place when the next mountain bamboo flowering take place. Here I would like to say that why the famine was the base for the insurgency which took place in the state was because that people were very not happy about the way the government look after them. Because it's not the bamboo flowering and the rats itself they are to take care of. It's the people that is more important they have to deal with. That is very important because if in any way frustration take place, that will be very bad.
The post-flowering scenario of militancy and unrest continued up to 1987 in Mizoram, till the Mizo Accord was signed between the Government of India and the Mizo National Front. With the lessons learnt from the last bamboo flowering, Mizoram now realizes the potential of the political animal, the rat, and rewards the tail pieces. Here in the new Kongfung village of the Tamenglong district in Manipur, the villagers are tense, especially the younger ones, who are witnessing the flowering for the first time. The village elders who have already undergone the tragedy twice narrate their experiences of starvation, disease, or both.
As the bamboo flowering is there, really it is sure that the famine is going to come. So what will be the step or what precautions they are going to take? So as the innocent villagers, they don't know what to do and where to go.
The synthetic substitutes make their presence felt gradually in this bamboo culture. And the chronicle of the new millennium bamboo flowering may have more colorful characters in it. The uneasiness of passing through the endless military checkposts and a series of routine security checks alerted us of walking into the militants' hands at the next curve of the road. I clearly remember the fear in us when we came here, and I feel the plain pain now, the inevitable goodbye to our intimate hosts. From the seed to the seedling, and from the seedling to the fully matured bamboo, it's a long way. I know by now. A long struggle for 5 to 6 years. Cheer up, dear friend. Cheers. Bye.